Hello, Sagittarius couples. I hope you guys are doing really well. I would like to apologize to you for not being around for a year. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff that was very much out of my control, and I had to deal with that, so I hope you understand. There's a video on my channel called, its title is Life in All of Its Forms, I Love You. Please watch it if you're interested in knowing what happened to me or what's happened in my life. So yeah, with that being said, this little break and hiatus from YouTube has basically, caused views to plummet, which is totally understandable. YouTube is an algorithm-based machine. So basically what I would like to do is start to rebuild my channel, but that also, can be helped by the interaction of subscribers, the interaction of viewers, but I want to say too, because I don't know, there's something of a turnoff to me where it's like, I see tarot readers like, everybody smash that like button. I don't care about that. Like, I don't. If the reading resonates with you, if you gel with my information, my style, like whatever it is that I contribute to this channel, if you find it beneficial, then maybe subscribe, or like the video or share it. Or make a comment. It's very, very helpful to get this video and these messages out to other people. So with that being said, like, share, subscribe if it fits and resonates for you, okay? One size does not fit all. These are general readings and they will not be making sense for every single human being. So with that being said, Sagittarius couples, I feel like you guys are dealing with a situation where there's been a lot of imbalance in a relationship. Okay, it feels like you're not on the same page anymore. And I feel like the partner that you may be dealing with, like, they've contributed to a lot of this demise in a relationship and conflict here. And I feel like at this point, they are starting to get an understanding of what they've contributed, their actions, their inactions of what they've contributed and not contributed to in this relationship have actually caused problems in this relationship. I also want to say their communication style may also be very problematic here, because like with the influences of this situation, you have the Page of Swords. Now, in its own right, the Page of Swords is pretty, they deliver messages, they're honest, they're curious, they want to like open up about things, they want to find information, but also could, in regard to speaking communication, be somebody that has like maybe an immature way of doing so. And it feels like that is something that has been affecting you in kind of a negative way here, Sagittarius. And it's kind of eating at you, I feel. And there's an element which is kind of strange for a Sagittarius. Please reverse the roles if you feel like it's different. But it's kind of strange here, Sag, because like, I know that with not all Sagittarians, but like, if you guys get fed up, you're fed up. You have very little issue like cutting cords and stuff like that. But like, for some reason, Sag, there's like an element of you having stayed with this, try to, create more opportunities here. And, maybe that's taken a little time, but like, it feels like at this time frame juncture in this experience, this person is finally understanding their role in something, or this person is understanding how they've caused problems here. This could be a love relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be whatever type of relationship capacity this is. But at the bottom of the deck, which is the underlying energy for the whole reading, you have the Four of Wands here on top of the Three of Swords. So this is like wanting to continue with something, even though it's been kind of a heartbreak, And I guess for me, when I say that, I really, and even your oracle cards are, even your oracle cards are adversity. I accept the challenges I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Adversity. Then you have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I don't know if this person is judgy, or if this person just is like non-committal, or whatever's going on here. Maybe they have an issue with lying or deception. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Now, I almost feel like that message is for you. Like, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. You know, the way that this reading is presenting itself, Sagittarius, um, is this worth your time? Is this worth your effort? Is this something that is actually healthy for you to be engaged in? Just because it's like, I feel like you're trying to kind of solidify and make something happen. All of the stability is on coming from your end. And like with them, their shadow work is mindfulness in reverse, with the hangman in reverse, with the 5 of Wands in reverse. Like, they're all in reverse, and luckily the energies that are in reverse for them are positive. I mean, the 5 of Wands in reverse is, it's releasing conflict with others. It's also with this hangman here and mindfulness in reverse. Pay attention to your thoughts. Also pay attention to your speech, what you contribute verbally to things. If this person is like combative or argumentative, that can be problematic in a relationship. And I guess what I want to say here is like, what is your intuition genuinely telling you? Like, is it telling you to continue to persist here? Because at the root of this reading, we have the 6 of Cups. So I almost want to say, like, a lot of time with the 6 of Cups, it can talk about like people who feel like they're just like, we're so connected to them. Like, it's almost unbearably like, oh my God, I have to have this person in my life. It's almost it can become obsessive. It can become like you see the world through rose-colored glasses in a way. I really, and it feels like you're the one that has been offering or re-offering some sort of like new beginning, or some sort of like trying to stabilize something here, when this person has been a bit destructive in it. And I feel it comes from their attitude and communication, to be honest with you. They have not been mindful about how they interact. And what it's done is it's caused a disintegration with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. It's caused like a loss of trust, a loss of being on the same page. It's like 2 people not being on the same page, And with the influence here being the Page of Air, or the Page of Swords, like, it's very important to speak from the heart here, especially beneath that you have the High Priestess. These are things that have not been expressed, things that you've kind of been holding on to. But also for both parties, when they are expressed, it has the opportunity to transform things in a lot of different ways. And at the base of this reading, the 6 of Cups. So there is a very strong tie that holds you together, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. Now, this reading is indicative of somebody that is finally getting the message, or finally being honest enough to understand their side of things to try to like change it. But again, I almost want to say, like, why is the offer or the new beginning again, or like, why is that coming from you? Why are you the one trying to stabilize it when this person is kind of at fault? That's what it feels like, Sagittarius. You want more from them, but it's like, can this happen? Can it happen here with the 3 of Swords? Like, I feel like we're at the 3 of Swords, yet we're still pushing for the 4 of Wands. Like, yeah, okay, you hurt me. Let's get together even deeper. Like, don't do that. We've got adversity, balance, honesty. If there's so much adversity in a situation, you need to be honest about it with yourself and this person, but with yourself, and try to bring balance to your life. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but like, maybe your experiences, whomever I'm speaking to, maybe your experiences in life and in relationships have been difficult. Maybe you did not have or whoever this applies to, maybe you did not have a solid like home relationship, or maybe how you experienced your parents interact is kind of a mirror of this. But it feels like that is kind of the influence here, and it feels like that's what you've kind of grown accustomed to. Or please feel free to switch the roles if you're over here and this is over here, but like, I genuinely feel this is your energy here, Sagittarius. And so if there's been conflict, it's almost as if like you're the one to fix it. You're the one to fix it. This is time now for you to find some peace with the reality that you do not have to fix, solve, put a band-aid on people. You do not have to be the caretaker. I feel like whomever I'm talking to has unfortunately throughout their lives fallen under the position of either caretaker, caregiver. Maybe you've been relied on too heavily from a very young age. Maybe you didn't have a childhood. Maybe you've had to be thrust into the world from a very young age. So maybe you didn't have those tender formative years. You just kind of got thrown into a chaotic situation, whomever this is for. And so I feel like this is an opportunity for you to really start to gain some insight into yourself in regard to how to, I want to say, separate or cut cords from people who are mistreating you, who are toxic, who have done it over and over and over again. And it's not an opportunity to just walk back and say, okay, well, this went wrong this time again, but I can fix it. No, you don't get to fix it. You've already tried, and it feels like you've given too much to this already, Sagittarius. So, yeah, and at the bottom of this Denied Oracle deck, you have wounds. Childhood trauma affects this relationship, okay? But I feel like both ways. I feel like this is both ways. You don't act like this if you haven't been traumatized or haven't had extreme problems in your life, and you don't act like this for the same reason. It's kind of like a psychological trap. It's what people are born into a lot of the time, and it's one of the hardest things to actually separate yourself from and create a different beginning and outcome for your life. And if you did have parents like this, or your caregivers or your parental people were like this is not something to mirror, and that's going to be a very difficult thing because this is what you were taught, so you must put yourself first, Sagittarius. You must be very diligent in how you view yourself. There's kind of like a self-awareness that you need to come to here about what you need, so I don't know, I just keep kind of feeling that you allow too much to be put on your shoulders when it's not your problem, it's not your issue to solve, okay? So please show me here stability for Sagittarius. What's up with stability here for Sagittarius, please? So you have the Page of Wands coming out here with the Six of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to leave those together. Actually, I'm going to put that back. But the Page of Wands here with stability, this is a very beginning place. The Page of Wands is very young. And so it's almost like the outlook is young. We don't have all of the information. We're trying, but we don't have all of the information. If this is talking about stability and fairness, this is an emphasis on fairness, reciprocation. If you see in the picture, one person is getting and the other person is not, okay? So it's where is the inequality in this? Where's the fairness? And, with the Page of Wands too, there is also an energy of trying to persist in something. And if you're going to do that, I would say persist in your own stability versus the stability between you and a person here who's not treating you properly. Please show me mindfulness in reverse for the partner here of Sagittarius. And if these roles are reversed, please switch them. Mindfulness in reverse here for this partner of Sagittarius, who Sagittarius is dealing with. Mindfulness. So yeah, and this kind of is consistent with what I said earlier, just because both of these cards, the Hangman in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, the way that they're showing up, their energy is the Hangman in reverse. So it's they've actually, tried to expand themselves in understanding of this, and maybe they're kind of coming to an understanding that, oh my God, I really do contribute a bunch of crap to things, and maybe that is a wounding of my own, and what they've contributed to this, or what can help this situation move forward, is the Five of Wands in reverse. It's them not creating conflict between you. It's them not being agitated or treating you with agitation, or causing problems, combative energy. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's somebody that's been combative, or somebody that just does not understand, or have, it's them first, and that unfortunately has a, ripple effect in how relationships function, if it's just about this person or they are not able to see beyond themselves, like inequality here, what is that, you know? So how they're coming out here is you're having the Nine of Swords, the Fool, and the Justice card here. So with this person, I feel like they do have an understanding here and it's bugging them. I don't know if there's a lot of guilt here for this person, but it's like they're understanding their role in this and like the desire is to create another opportunity. But I do want to say with the Fool here, Sagittarius, like, I want you to learn from your lessons if this reading is resonating. I want you to look at the relationships that you've had in your life, all of them up until this point. I would love for you to look at the relationships in your family history, your father, your mother. How were they treating each other? Where were the pitfalls that they stayed with? Where were the inconsistencies that they allowed? Where were like the problems that they accepted and maintained in relationships? Because this is kind of like that energy. I feel this person here, Sagittarius, they get it now. For some reason, they're understanding. But, you know, is that enough? What's on the bottom of the deck? And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is working on things. This is working on things. It's interesting. You know, give me one more for this Fool. Why is the Fool here for Sagittarian's partner? You're getting 3 cards coming out. Yep. 4 cards coming out. So, okay. Shiza. So you have the Queen of Swords in reverse with the 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel here again, this person is very regretful for the type of conflict that they have brought into your situation. You have the 6 of Wands with the 7 of Swords. The 6 of Wands is in reverse here. So what this is telling me is that whatever they've contributed to this, it's been very problematic. It's been very unproductive. For some of you, with the Justice card, the 9 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords, this may also be somebody who's been in and out of, like, you know, jail, you know, or stuff like that. Not everybody's going to be dealing with that situation, but what they have contributed here is, you know, it's almost as if with this Queen of Swords and everything else, like, the way that they react is kind of immature and it's grudgy, it's bitter, it's angry. I don't know where this person's anger is coming from, but it feels like it's kind of a thread in them that is in there. And again, that's not necessarily for you to fix, you know, this has to be worked on by this person. I mean, even with the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, like, what are they going to do to work on it? How are they going to fix that? Because here, there's a lot of regret, but there's also coming to terms with how this regret was created, the problems here. So can you please show me Sagittarius' stance in this? Because we have the 3 of Pentacles here as far as like how you're showing up. So you have the 2 of Swords and the High Priestess. I'm sorry, the Empress. I also do want to say as well, no, this is, again, not for everyone, but some of you, this may be a situation that is problematic, but there also may be the component of pregnancy involved, and so maybe that's a stabilizing factor or like something that we need to do. I know, I'm not religious, but I know a lot of religions require, like, you know, don't have sex out of wedlock, or like, you know, like don't have a baby before you're married. Like, you know, there's all these different traditions and religions and stuff like that. If there is a pregnancy here, it's almost as if it's asking you to please be careful about how you connect to that type of ideology. You know, if you're in a relationship with somebody who is either not nurturing, somebody who's abusive verbally, somebody who's in and out of your life, their stability is on and off or just off, you know, and maybe your family's like, no, you need to get married now that you're pregnant. Like, don't do that. I'm sorry. You listen to you and whatever resonates for you, but like, this is 2022, babe. Like, you know, roles have reversed, life has changed, there's opportunities. We're not living in the dark age. You are not required to fulfill the religious beliefs of people that are not living your life, you know? Unless it truly resonates with you and you feel like you must do that, then do that. But like, there's no requirement for you to do that, you know? And if you do connect with this person, it doesn't feel like they can contribute. I mean, especially as a new parent, this person is all over the place, you know? So let's go ahead. Yeah, I mean, and like that kind of stuff too, it's not conducive here, especially if you're expecting, you know? Either way though, with this Empress energy, there is the if you're not pregnant, there is the opportunity for you to start to ascend differently. I also want to say in a psychological manner, the Empress with the Two of Swords here, what I'm getting here is that some of you may be needing to put a stop to like, okay, so I grew up with a mother who was what are they called? A compulsive overeater. She fed me portions, like a huge plate of food, you know, like the size for like a lumberjack that like has been cutting down a forest all day. And it was just like a mountain of food. And that was because she did that, you know? And so and she was never like, you have to finish every crumb. Never ever like that. But the portions were monstrosities as a child for me. And unfortunately, that was a portion for me. That's what I associated a portion. So I gained weight as a child. I you know, got fat. I got, you know, all of these things. And then being in that relationship with my mother, I saw her relationship with food. I saw that it was a coping mechanism. And guess who actually like adopted a coping mechanism with food? Yeah, me. So great. And now in my, you know, 40s, I get to unravel that. I get to change that view. And so here, for some of you, this is needing to change that view. It's needing to change that energy. And I do also want to say too, for some of you, this is also, if you're expecting, some of you are going to need to like just hold yourself away from this person, because I feel like kind of a toxic bond here. Show me the Page of Pentacles here for Sagittarius, please. I know not everybody's pregnant, but that's very emphasized here for someone. Show me a Page of Pentacles here for Sagittarius, please. You have the Knight of Swords coming through here with the Hierophant. Okay. So with this energy, I feel like, you know, for some of you, there is a very deep need and like direction and drive for stability in your life, to secure foundations in your life, maybe where you haven't before. This can also be a very, I do want to say with the Page of Pentacles, this can also be a new job opportunity as well, which can lead to some sort of financial outcome that is beneficial and secure for you. This may be in the medical field. This also may be in a situation where like you might be doing like advocacy work for people, perhaps in a homeless shelter, perhaps for animals, perhaps for whatever, political advocacy, whatever it may be. Perhaps it's clerical, you know, but like either way, if this is a new job opportunity that you're trying to like create for yourself, it can offer stability, but like you have to go towards it. You have to speak up about it. You have to do it, you know. And if that's the case, you have the you've got the Queen of Wands here with the Six of Pentacles. So this is talking about like, go after it, because you'll find better equality there. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is better equipped. Underneath the Queen of Wands, you have the King of Wands and you got the Lovers. So in a way, you guys, like I almost feel like you guys are like really in your head about somebody. I feel like you're kind of like addicted to a person, if I may say that. It feels like somebody here is addicted to a person or addicted to a traumatic experience in their life that just kind of perpetuates more traumatic experiences and keeps you in that little fog. It's time to change that direction, because it almost feels, Sagittarius, like this is your energy. This is your energy. Like y'all, I love this. Like y'all are coming up like this now. So with change and direction, perhaps even a new opportunity and a new job, I feel like you guys meet somebody or you connect with people who are far better suited for you. possibly another fire sign, which would be lovely for you. But like, there's an element here where you actually start getting what you want. You can't sacrifice your life for somebody else's choices, their belief system, their decisions. This is their decision, okay? And it feels like you're having a really hard time separating yourself from that. Maybe you're not seeing that you deserve more, but I want to say here right now, you deserve more. Even at the bottom under there, you have the Ace of Swords on top of what we've been holding on to with the Four of Pentacles. This is like not budging. This is also a very self-limiting belief. It's like, no, I only have this and I can only have this. And so it's like we hold on to what we have, but like when we do that, it actually stifles our opportunities for more. It stifles like things coming in because it's like we're holding on with such a death grip to something that's not even actually healthy for us, you know? So I think this is a huge evaluation in like our programming. And also too, this is really silly maybe, but like if you involve yourself with people, relationship-wise, it's important to have fun with them, but like trust them. I don't know. I'm getting like this massive feeling like maybe whomever I'm talking to has been exposed to a lot of really difficult stuff in their life, and they just kind of have like grown accustomed to like difficult stuff in their life. So they always see life as like this just ever growing challenge, you know. It can change, but you also with that have to see that you deserve more, you know, and that it's time to start to unravel the pattern that you've experienced here. So, you know, even if you have like this deep, deep, deep feeling of like, I have to be with this person, I'm going to pick up, can you give me a Six of Cups here for me, please? I feel like this obsessive energy. Yeah. So you have Strength in reverse, and you have the Nine of Cups coming out in reverse with the Five of Swords here. This is self-sabotatory energy, holding on to things that are not healthy for us, being involved with people, this Nine of Cups, who don't give us emotional satisfaction or reciprocity, being in situations that are problematic, situations with people that are, you know, that don't have patience with us. This can also talk about not having patience with yourself and just kind of like going along and doing what you feel drawn to do, versus like looking at the situation from an objective position and being like, okay, I can tweak it here, I can do this. You know, it's just like, you know, we have to figure out how to find that balance here, and maybe that's the hurdle itself. But with the Five of Swords coming out there, like, if we continue to pursue people that even if we have like a massive like connection to them, but they're toxic, it just promotes more of that, honestly. It doesn't leave you happiness. It doesn't give you an opportunity to heal the situation within yourself, not with them, but with you, you know. And so I want to very much say, please be aware of how you look at things. Please be aware of the rose-colored glasses that you choose to wear in situations. You cannot fix anyone. You cannot change anyone but yourself. So rely on you. Whatever's going on with this person over here, I feel like there's way too much conflict. I don't feel it's a fair or equal situation. I feel like this person has just wasted your time, but you've also allowed it. And here at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands, it's like, can we do more, please? Can we do more, please? Why? Why do you want to do more? More leads to the Three of Swords, more heartache. Like, what is the more here? So please show me the, please show me the Four of Wands here for Sagittarius couples. So what is this about? Why is this Four of Wands here? Okay, so with the Four of Wands, you have the Four of Wands coming out here. You've got the Four of Swords, you have Death, and you have the Magician. So Sagittarius, what this is telling me is that you really need to have a different understanding. And whomever this is for, if this is for a friend that you're watching and like you're like, oh my God, this is going on in their life, maybe share this with them. Maybe it'll give them some insight. But with this, it's like you really need to take a step back here, Sagittarius, and really evaluate what relationships mean to you. What do they genuinely bring into your life? You know, like what are you holding on to and what are you trying to ascend with? Because this is taking a break from maybe taking a break from relationships, or taking a break and a pause to see how you show up in relationships and what relationships should be. Because then you have the death card here as well. So it's transformation towards an absolute new beginning, something that you gain wisdom from. That red cape that he's wearing, red in tarot will often mean wisdom, okay? I believe same with pomegranates too. Yeah, this is an opportunity for something different in your life, Sagittarius, but you have to be the one to initiate that. And I feel like that's maybe like the rub here is like you don't, or whomever I'm speaking to, it's like they have grown very accustomed to toxic situations, and it's not helpful. It's kind of destructive. So can you give me a little bit of advice here for Sagittarius, please? So you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And you have the Six of Cups in reverse. So I like that the Six of Cups is in reverse here, just because to me it feels like you're kind of addressing some of the connection, obsession energy. And here we're realizing that whomever this person is, you know, they come up as the Five of Wands in reverse and now the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel this is somebody that is in and out of one's life. There's no stability here. There's no foundation here. This is somebody who's kind of like reckless in their own life, which wreaks havoc on other people's lives. That's the energy there. Their mindfulness is not present here for you or for themselves even. And then you have the Ten of Cups with the Six of Cups in reverse. The energy here is not stable emotionally. It doesn't lead to emotional happiness with this person. And it's a repeat energy of things that I feel like you may have been experiencing in your life already. And so Sagittarius, I feel like the energy here is very indicative of you being very conscious of how you engage with things from this point forward, and really putting yourself first versus putting other people first that are destructive in your life, causing destruction in your life, and causing you to doubt yourself and put yourself behind. So this is what I have for you. I know that this is not going to resonate with every single person, but I hope it does resonate with some. And yeah, I love you guys. And if you're seeking a personal reading, feel free to contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and I will get in touch with you as soon as possible, okay? I love you. Like, share, and subscribe if you choose, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye, Saggies.